So today I'm talking about PlayStation. I don't care if you like or subscribe. I don't care. I don't make videos for that. I barely make videos. I only make videos when I want to talk about something. And it's about PlayStation and how they're going against all physical games. And what I'm going to talk about is that PlayStation is right. They're right in a very small way, in a very dumb way, and the way that they're right is implying something that isn't going to happen. They've been getting a lot of backlash for banning physical games and deciding to just ignore it and waiting until the heat dies down. And they're right; it will die down because people just can't hold on to grudges for that long, and they shouldn't. And if up until 2028, everybody's still barking at them, about banning physical games, I'm proud of you, son. You guys did it. You guys proved me wrong. But I just think eventually, even the most stubborn person is going to not be so pissed off all the time about this. It will simmer down. But the point that doesn't matter is PlayStation seems to think that after things simmer down, people are just going to start buying PlayStations again. Like, I don't like that they're getting rid of physical CDs for games, but you don't see me rah-rahing about it because I just started making a plan of what I'm going to do. Because for one, I am not paying $1,000 for a console. I could, but that's ridiculous. And more than even wanting to play the newest games, I don't want somebody just taking advantage of me. That's what I feel like it's like. It's taking advantage. It's way too much money for it, and they're betting that I won't stop. That I'll not even not stop, because there's a way to play games, but that I would want every new game, so I'd have to buy a PS6. Like we're gamers, man, but we're not actual crack addicts to this. And so, my temper is stamped down. I'm not angry or anything, but I'm not buying a PS6. Definitely not doing that. Just because the temperature goes down on the situation doesn't mean everybody's going to go back to buying PlayStation 6s. I think that PlayStation is going to get a rude wake-up call when all this comes around, and not just because they banned physical games and they don't realize how much of smoke that is, but that's because none of this has been enticing up to now anyway. The diminishing return on graphics, like how much more realistic can these games look? And that's all they're trying to offer you. It'd be like, it looks a tiny bit better. Back in the day when we were dealing with beeps and boops, the obvious trajectory was to make these look better, but now we're there. You got to think outside the box now, because having something that looks a little more realistic is realistically not making any type of difference on these games whatsoever now, because it's good enough right now. So that's one. And two, and probably the most important, is the price. Everybody just does, especially in this day and age, everybody doesn't have $1,000 to just be tossing out on entertainment, on something that they don't need to survive. I know that's not all just, PlayStations or Xboxes or anybody's thing because of the skyrocketing price of components, but it's still a fact. Still, you know how many people are just going to drop the whole thing because of the point of entry is at least $1,000? A lot of people are just going to say sayonara gaming. Like, are you saying, especially the casuals, not the ball and gun gamers, but all the casuals who are like, I'll get a game here and there. They'll look at that price tag and be like, holy camoly. But that's two. And then three would be the banning physical things. So they want me to buy a PS6 with graphics that look a little bit better, without a disc drive, so I can't play my games, my new games, so that I can play new released games that don't look that much better than the games I already have. $1,000, please. Like, come on. And I think they're going to get a rude wake-up call. And it's not that, like, we're fighting the good fight. We're just making a choice. We're just not buying what you're offering. And I think there's a lot of people who are not going to buy what you're offering. Because even in past generations, you really feel like excitement for the next generation coming out. I'm old now, so I wasn't rah-rahing when PS5 came out, but there was still excitement about it. There is no excitement about the PS6 or any upcoming generation console. So I think, they're making choices on math and market shares and trends and stuff like that, and losing the forest for the trees. I think PlayStation is right. The temper's going to go down. But it's going to go down because everybody's made the choice and is now sticking with it.